Hello! Ha. This is my second video. My friends told me they enjoyed the unboxing of potted meat so well that I should make another video of something I enjoy doing. So I'm going to make pickles from these cucumbers. And I've got some ingredients here. I might also pickle myself a little bit when I drink this beer while I cook. So here I am in quarantine still, so I gotta stop saying so much. I've taken up making these fridge pickles. I like the Clausen brand pickles. I cannot buy them at the location I am at the moment, and so it's basically what they call a fridge pickle recipe. It's fairly easy to make and does not require a lot of precision measuring. And I've been experimenting with different seasonings. So there are many recipes for these fridge pickles and way better edited than what this is going to be. But the general rule that I've learned is more or less what I do is 1 part of water, half a part of this vinegar. This looks like some wine vinegar stuff. And it is a 6% acidic level, acetage. The acidity is important. I believe the internet has told me many times that it should be at least 5%. So what I will do is pour all this water and vinegar into my pot, and then I will add some kosher cooking salt. It's been blessed by a rabbi, so it's kosher or something. That's probably just going to be enough for these pickles. I usually go, if I can, I'll go 1 part water, half part vinegar, and then I'll do almost a 1/4 part of salt, depending on how salty you like them. I'm pouring 1/2 litra. Wait, you can't see litra. Liter. But the E's different, you know, these silly spellings. Go for 1/4 litra of the vinegar. More or less. You can add a little more, I think, if you like your pickles to be a bit more vinegary. Pour that in there. Open up my dime bag of salt here. Great film work here. I'm holding a cell phone and trying to pour my dime bag of salt in here. So that's got a street value of 3 cents on the street, I believe. So kids don't do drugs. Start up my cooking. So I'm gonna try these Jamaica peppers. What I don't understand is why these little holes on the top, but these are too big to come out. I've tried different methods. Sometimes I'll put the peppers or seasonings and let them cook in the water. But personally, I think I like it better when I put it in my little glass jar here and let the brine sort of take up the flavor. So just a little advice. Also, I'm just completely doing this off the cuff, so, you know, forgive my stuttering. So we got some estragal, which I believe is, it's not dill, but it's, I don't know, you can Google it. Why is that the answer for everything? I don't know, just Google it. Anyway, I'll add all that in there. It's always good to get some on the counter. All right. What else we got? Oh, the coriander seems to be kind of nice in there too. My last batch I used the coriander and it came out pretty tasty. So I'm going to put a bunch of that in there. And of course, again, I'm not measuring anything. It's all guesswork. What do we got here? I got some herbs. I don't want to use those yet. And I'll do some peppers. Some pimenta things. So it's just black pepper. And I'm wasting your valuable time by trying to unscrew a lid one-handed. Pausing again. And there you have it. Just a pile of various herbs. like I said, when you are stuck in places, you got to do what you can do with what you got. So I've heated my brine. It was boiling earlier. I just did that to make the salt melt. So now I'm going to let it cool. I don't want to pour it on the pickles when they're hot. Some things I've read, so I used to use bottled water for my the water content. Whatever. I've used sink water before, but if you use sink water because it's got chlorine in it, they say to boil it for about 20 minutes. And then you can use that. You'll have to remeasure it. Of course, you boil some off, but you can use that and then add your vinegar and your salt and then dissolve it that way. That also works, but chlorinated water is no good. Okay, so what have I got here? So I've got my jar bowl full of my bits, and I put a half a clove or a full clove of garlic in here. The garlic is really good after it pickles. This recipe allows you can eat the pickles in about 2-3 days. They're really good after about 7 days, but the garlic is even better after about 2 weeks. I find it is still a bit strong until it's pickled for a couple weeks. I've got onion. I don't like onion, but all the people in the staff house here seem to like my pickles, and some like it with onion. I've also made slices and spears so they're less phallus shaped. Therefore, I'm more comfortable about putting it in my mouth. Ha ha. So what I'll do is I'll take all these pickle bits and I'll stick them in here and fill the jar up. All right, so now that my brine has cooled, I said jar, it's not a jar, it's a receptacle, I don't know. I don't want any pedants telling me otherwise, but so my jar is full, my pickles are in here, and I poured the brine on top. Now, sometimes I don't make enough, and you need to make sure everything is submerged under the brine. A really easy thing that works is I just take a Ziploc baggie, I put a little bit of air in it, and then I lay it on top, and I close the lid over it, and it helps push it down. Anything that will float, blah, blah, blah. And, okay, so I gotta put my lid on it. So, I'm gonna let it sit. That's the next trick. Gotta let it sit out for 6 hours or so, maybe even 12. And then I'll just cover it and put it in the fridge, and I leave it in the fridge for a couple days unless temptation calls me and I feel like I have to test my pickles. So now, here's my batch, what's remaining of it, and it does not look good on this camera. This is my remaining batch from my last attempt, and I guess it's a little bit soft, but there's a spear in there. Tastes wonderful. The garlic, by the way, very nice and pickled. Sorry you have to hear me eat, but I guess that's part of cooking. Nice and firm, and has that nice pickle salt vinegar taste to it, but also is not that bite isn't quite there. It's really gone into the pickles nice. Anyway, that's my pickle video. I'm Pickle Rob. Thanks for watching.